iwradio.co.uk. Isle of Wight Radio.
It's Isle of Wight Radio, 9 minutes past 8. Good morning, welcome along to the show. More Islanders listen to Topping in the Morning than any other radio show that broadcasts to the Isle of Wight. And I've been quite excited about this, Emily. You know this, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, because we love a good guest on the show.
We do.
And we love a good announcement as well. So, put the two of them together and hold on a minute. Let me get myself sorted out here. Here we go. I don't want to mess this up. He's officially now, in my book, Dinosaur David. David Thornton is on the show. Morning, David.
Good morning, Paul.
Oh, thank you so much for popping in to see us today.
It's a pleasure.
It's exciting news, isn't it? Last time you were on the show, we were talking about Hollywood and all the link-up that you have done with tourism to get the island, off to a good start this season and put us on the map. But now it's kind of our turn as islanders to actually be part of the whole experience, isn't it?
That's right, yes. We're going to, we're starting today. We need to get that message out to everybody that we've created the opportunity. It is now officially the year of the dinosaur on the Isle of Wight for the next 12 months, right through, including next Easter as well. We've got loads of activity happening, marketing, TV promotions, cinema activity, but we want to make sure that every single business on the island has the opportunity to scream about this, get involved, and get a share of the action that's going on. Yeah,
because that's the thing, isn't it? It's getting people involved in it, businesses involved, other organisations involved, and not only can they get involved, but they can also reap the benefits of it by being part of this. Just explain a little bit more.
Okay. Well, as you've said already, we've already got this link with 20th Century Fox and the BBC. It's a link between the dinosaur heritage of the Isle of Wight and a spectacular new movie that comes out at Christmas, Walking with Dinosaurs, the 3D movie. So, the tourism chiefs, the Isle of Wight Council, all the transport companies, the trains, Southern Vectus, we've all linked up with these broadcast giants and with all the island's paleontologists. We're working together to create one almighty and powerful campaign that's going to turn the island, the land that time forgot, into, the dinosaur capital of Europe. So we're talking TV commercials, not at 10 o'clock at night on channel 643, but primetime TV, cinema adverts and promotions, trailers on the ferries, events in London and in Westminster. We're taking the dinosaurs to the capital. Exciting press trips on Sandown Bay from hovercrafts and all this sort of thing. Special bus and coach tours that will be going on. 400,000 brochures, which will be scattering between the Isle of Wight and London and up to Bristol to try and get more people engaged. PR features, national TV, all that sort of thing. So at the heart of this activity, it's a dinosaur heritage trail that we've been creating for the last few months, which we will install on the Isle of Wight. That people they'll be able to go to this trail and see a significant dinosaur find from that area, and it will be linked back to the movie that comes out at Christmas. Okay, now that's just the beginning of the story, because there'll then be something rather magic about these rocks.
Okay.
That allows you to literally come walking with dinosaurs on the beaches of the Isle of Wight.
Now it sounds so... I'm excited about this.
Good.
What I want to talk about in a second is how the average business on the Isle of Wight is listening to this and thinking, fantastic, how they can get involved. Can we talk about that in just a few minutes' time?
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Let's get a tune on. We'll get this on from Labyrinth, and then we'll talk a little bit more about dinosaurs. Let me get my dinosaur effect. Hold on.
Rawr.
There we go. We're talking dinosaurs on this morning's show. Dinosaur David Thornton is here. Do you mind that title?
No, not at all.
I think we should get you a T-shirt and everything made of that. That would
no
be really
problem.
Good. The Isle of Wight Radio sound effects team worked hard overnight, knowing that you're coming on the show. I'm not sure which dinosaur this is from, but this is, you know, I think an official dinosaur sound effect. If 20th Century Fox want this, by the way, we will make it available to them.
Rawr.
It's good, isn't it?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a proper Isle of Wight dinosaur, that.
Yeah. Rawr, where's my nammit?
Rawr.
There we go. So anyway, we're talking dinosaurs. You've explained, you know, this is going to be a huge marketing campaign to boost tourism here on the Isle of Wight, and a campaign like we haven't seen in years and years and years here on the island. But how can we get involved in this?
Okay, yeah, because the message will get people to the island, but it's very important for the island's economy that once those visitors get over here, they spread across the whole island. We don't just want them all clustering around one little bit of it. So the Heritage Trail itself, well, that runs from Culver down, sort of pretty much around the back of the Wight, where the dinosaur finds were largely focused, and ends up at the Needles, looking back at the slightly now downgraded Jurassic Coast, you see. So that's that part of it. But as part of the promotion, within the overall publicity material, we want to flag up as many other dinosaur-related things that are going on. So if you want to be featured totally free in 400 and odd thousand brochures, if you want to be featured in the posters, on the websites, mentioned in the press releases, this is your opportunity right now, and you have only got 20 days to respond to this. You have to come back to us by the 30th of April with what you could do.
So tell us, you know, people for that need to get in touch with you guys. What's the best way of somebody getting in touch? So say, I don't know, I'm running a greengrocers.
Yeah.
Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Jurassic watermelon.
Yeah.
And I'm going to encourage my customers to create dinosaurs using fruit.
Yeah, I like it.
Can you tell this is off the top of my head? I thought, when I mentioned greengrocers, I think, where am I going here then?
I'm surprised David got this job and not you.
Yeah, you can have it, mate.
You're okay. And you know, you put all this together, and I want to encourage people to walk past my shop. I'm going to put dinosaurs up in the window and all that kind of stuff. Or maybe I'm an estate agent and I'm going to come up with a great, you know, geocaching idea with some of my clients to go around, you know, and collect little plastic dinosaurs or stuff like that.
Yeah. Or you could hide little dinosaur pictures in the edges of the pictures of the different houses that people look at.
See, that would be a good idea. There are thousands of ways that any business pretty much can get involved in
this. Yeah, if you were doing face painting, you know, lots of businesses on the Isle of Wight, they have face painting days. This year, paint dinosaur faces.
Yeah.
You know, if you're doing burgers, call them dino burgers, make them that bit bigger. If you do sandcastle building competitions, make them to build dinosaurs this year. You know, as you say, decorate your shop windows. If you're a library and you do those sort of storytelling for the kids during the summer holidays to still attract them into the library, make sure that the stories that have been read out are dinosaur stories, like the new Daisy and the Dinosaur one or something like that. So really, it's whatever you can link in. You know, there isn't a massive pot of money that you can apply for. You know, it's not like, I'd like to do a neon dinosaur on the front of my hotel. Could I have £500,000, please? It's not one of that. It's things that you would do in the normal sort of mechanics of your business, but theming them to dinosaurs. And what we'll do is then amplify that and put it in the publicity so that the more activity we have going on, the more chance there is that we'll get above the fold in the national press, and people will say, you know, the Isle of Wight's gone dino crazy, you know, you've got to get down there. You know, mural painters, you know, everything really can be applied to this, and it's just a big opportunity to spread the whole value across the whole island.
Because this is in all of our interests, not just, you know, the tourist attractions directly. It's all the knock-on effect. And if everyone gets involved in this, then, you know, we could make something really big out of all of the activity that's going on and really capitalise on it. But how do people get in touch with you, David?
Okay, well, the first way that they can do this is they need to contact Isle of Wight Radio.
Okay.
Yeah? Because there's now a Dino tab that they can click on to include their events, and obviously we'll be getting that from the radio station, sifting through that, looking at the ones that we might be able to offer prizes and things to go with certain events. If you are doing a shop window fruit display competition, we might be able to get you 2 tickets to the Walking with Dinosaurs arena tour as a prize when it comes to London, etc.
Fantastic.
So there's ways we can build once people come up with the initial ideas. So they contact you guys, they get onto your website, they get registered, and it must be before the 30th of April.
Yeah, the clock really is ticking on this. This is one of the key things. If you've got an event going on, go to the guide on our website at iwradio.co.uk, click on the guide, and there is a Dino section that you will be able to add your event to. Or, if they would prefer to pick up the phone, can they speak to you direct?
They can, yeah. Although, frankly, I'm not going to give my mobile number out on air.
What's the office number?
201... oh, gosh, now you're asking me.
We'll get that number for you.
We'll put it on the website.
Yeah, we'll do that.
201-014, is it? I don't know.
Don't give out random numbers. Hello, this is Betty speaking. People telling her all about the dinosaurs. David, we'll talk a little bit more about how you can get in touch, and we'll carry on the dinosaur conversation in just a few moments' time.